The GIM Channel podcast, bringing you the big picture on geoscientific information management through interviews and discussions.
Hello, welcome to our special edition of the GIM Channel, coming direct from the PDAC convention in Toronto. I'm Misha Stacker from acQuire Technology Solutions, and today I'm joined by our guests from our technology partners REFLEX Now and ARANZ Geo. Michelle Carey joins me from REFLEX Now. She is the Global Manager for Integrated Solutions with over 20 years of experience in an array of geochemical specialist and senior management roles. In her current role as Global Manager, Integrated Solutions, she leads the architecture and promotion of the company's end-to-end solutions. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
We also have Lorraine Tam, the Senior Project Geologist from ARANZ Geo. She has over 10 years' experience in the resources industry, and prior to ARANZ Geo in 2012, she worked as an exploration geologist on a variety of deposit types in Canada and Mexico. Welcome, Lorraine.
Thank you.
And lastly, we are joined by Steve Mundell, who is acQuire's Director of Product. Hello, Steve.
Thanks, Misha. Great to be here.
Okay, firstly, Michelle, what brings you to PDAC this year?
So for us, it's always a bit of a combined event. Obviously, we have a large booth presence here and lots of new products, but we also have a lot of meetings with key clients. I've actually managed to spend about an hour at the booth so far, and we also do all of our internal strategy sessions in the lead up to PDAC.
And Lorraine, what about you? What brings you to PDAC this year?
Well, we also have a booth over here, as we have in the previous last 2 years, and it's just a chance for us to be able to connect with our existing clients and be able to discuss what's new. Also, with more and more people hearing about Leapfrog software, we have a lot of new clients coming to us, and they also want to be able to see how Leapfrog can help them achieve their modeling goals.
Great. Now, we've just had the three of you, Michelle, Lorraine and Steve, presenting at the acQuire booth on your vision of the connected mine. Steve, can you explain to our listeners what is the connected mine?
Yeah, thanks, Misha. I guess the connected mine, it's all about a way of working. So it's not a technology. I guess technology supports it, but it's a way of working to enable decisions in organisations. And so what it's all about is about this data-centric ecosystem of software and sensors working together to deliver the right data to the right people at the right time so that timely decisions can be made. So really what it's all about is trying to answer that question around how do we utilise all of the historic data that we might have and all of this new data that's coming in to make timely decisions. And so as the industry is going through this digitisation journey, everything is sort of moving towards this timeliness of decision making and the timeliness of data. So the connected mine is all about a way of working to try and address that.
That's a great summary. Michelle, do you want to explain what part REFLEX Now plays in this connected mine vision?
Yeah, sure. So obviously we're at the start of the process around data acquisition. So traditionally we've been a leading provider of survey tools and core orientation instruments, but we now have a large range of instruments collecting information around the drill rig. But another really big part of what we've been doing is to IoT enable all of those tools so that data can be delivered. And we're doing that for reasons of improving the quality control by delivering the metadata as well as the instrument information to ensure that there's a chain of custody around the information, and also that the data flow is very streamlined, that the information gets to where it needs to go in a seamless manner. And what that also enables, of course, is real-time decision making, which is one of the big things the industry is talking about needing.
And lastly, Lorraine, what part does ARANZ Geo and the Leapfrog software play in the connected mine?
So once all that data is acquired in REFLEX, and you have the storage and management of it in GIM Suite, people are importing it into Leapfrog to be able to construct their 3D models and do visualizations in the 3D scene. These are then exported out, and they are used in the resource estimation process.
Thanks for that. Now, we hear a lot of talk about companies needing to drive greater efficiencies and striving to be more productive in their operations. I guess I can ask each of you, what role do you think technology is playing in this? Michelle, do you want to maybe kick that one off?
Yeah, sure, and I guess I already touched on one of the points is, really simple things like some of our existing processes around moving data from the field into the office are extremely inefficient and require people touching information and moving it around when that doesn't need to be the case. Removing all of that all by itself introduces significant productivity improvements into what we're doing.
Lorraine, do you have a comment on how you think technology is helping greater efficiencies in the industry?
Well, that connectivity between all the different software types, and then, for example, our newest product, Leapfrog Central, which allows the management of all the Leapfrog projects. So being able to easily keep track of different versions of the project and being able to keep track of the data better means that you can create multiple models, multiple interpretations, reducing the risk in exploration and mining programs.
And I guess one of the bigger picture things that all of us together are trying to support is more rapid decision making. If you think of productivity and inefficiencies at the broader industry scale, we all know that the exploration cycle, for example, is too long, that we take too long to make decisions, and one of the reasons that happens is that we don't have the data delivered to us in a way where we can make those decisions in a more timely fashion. So if you think about it, everything that we're doing is towards that end goal of us making faster decisions as an industry and therefore actually delivering the value.
Steve, do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, sure. I think, as a whole, really with technology, it's all about supporting the problem and supporting the process. So, there's the objective there around efficiency gains and that type of thing. So once we sort of get there and understand what the problem is, it's about technology supporting that outcome. And I think, I'd like to echo a lot of the comments there that Michelle and Lorraine have made. I think they've said it all, is, that's how technology is supporting it.
Yeah, great stuff. We'll just about wrap this up now, and we'll finish with what's one of the most exciting things you've seen at PDAC, Lorraine?
I think a lot of it is that interoperability or connectivity between different software types. People are working in a variety of different software now, and everything is done on computers, and you need to be able to link those together seamlessly. And I'm noticing more and more of that between different programs, not just within Leapfrog.
And I guess I was going to go with exactly the same sentiment, actually, so I'll just echo it, that I think that collaboration between groups now so that we can start delivering solutions to our clients rather than just point source bits and pieces is something that, it's great to see the industry is really starting to move that way.
Great, thanks for that. I think we'll wrap the conversation up there. If you'd like to know more about the Connected Mine presentation that we chatted about today, keep an eye on the acQuire newsroom for videos and more information on the topic, or feel free to contact the acQuire team. Thank you everyone for joining us.
You've been listening to acQuire's podcast, the GIM Channel. Find us at acquire.com.au.